Welcome students. So today in this class I'll start a poem, first chapter of Flamingo book, My Mother at 66. So first I'll introduce with the poet Kamala Das, then the summary and the theme also to be discussed, and then after that explanation part, that means stanzaic explanation, that to be discussed also. So let's start. In about the poet, I'll introduce with Kamala Das. The poet Kamala Das also wrote by her pen name of Madhavi Kutty. She was born in Kerala and is one of India's first poets. Her subject matter is basically related to her personality, beautiful, sensitive, bold, and tormented. External factors do not reflect in her writings, and her writings bring out her true inner feelings. Her favorite poem is Composition. In this poem, My Mother at 66, she talks about her mother. The poem is based on mother-daughter relation, and the poet shares her feelings for her mother. I'll give you a short summary of the poem that would help you to understand the poem. So this is a touching poem written by Indian poet Kamala Das, as already introduced, who wrote under the pen name Madhavi Kutty. And in this poem, she describes her feelings of love, attachment towards her aging mother. So this is the brief summary. Once the poet went to visit her mother and she was on her way back to the airport to return to Cochin. She looked at her mother, who was seated beside her in the car. Her mother had dozed off to sleep and her aging face was smoky in color like ash. So when the poem starts, we see that the poet went to visit her mother and she was on her way back to the airport, return to Kochi. And when she looked at her mother, she was deathly pale condition, half asleep. Her face was looking very ascent like color, pale in color. Her mouth was open and she resembled a dead body, corpse. The poet realized that her mother was old. She felt pain and sympathy for her. Her mother needed love, affection, and care. In order to come out of the gloom, the poet shifted her glance and looked out of the car's window. There she saw young trees pass by. Little children were running out of their houses into the playgrounds, and these things were contrary to the aging face of her mother. They symbolized energy, life, and happiness. So here one contrasting picture is given. One side the children, symbol of energy, vitality. Another side the poet's mother was approaching to death, aging, lack of vitality. As they reached the airport and the poet was about to leave for the aeroplane, she glanced at her mother one more time. Her mother appeared weak and pale, just like the moon in the winter season, which seems to have lost all its strength. The poet felt the pain and fear of losing her mother. She was reminded of her childhood when she used to fear losing her mother. As a child, she couldn't bear to be separated from her mother, as every child do have the same feeling, even for a moment. Now the loss would be permanent, as her mother was about to die and she would lose her forever. The poet did not express her feelings. She smiled and said, "See you soon, Amma," because she wanted that her mother should live and they could meet again. So if I would describe the poem starts with the negative thought, fear of losing, separation of the poet's mother. But when the poem concludes, it ends with a positive note. It doesn't bear the cry, the pain that the poet carries. It's about a reconciliation, about a meet, about a dedication, about the assurance. So here the poem is universal, proper, apt. So if I'll explain the poem, okay, how the stanza unfolds, that to be described one by one, okay, that to be described. But before that, the theme part that I'll discuss. The poem revolves around the theme of advancing age and the fear that adheres to the loss and separation. It is sentimental account of the mother's approaching end through the eyes of the daughter. The seemingly short poem touches upon the theme of filial bond between the mother and daughter, smeared in the backdrop of nostalgia and fear. Nostalgia of the past, the time spent with the mother, and fear of the future without her. It is a short poem without a full stop. The poem is like a long sentence, overflowing thought process. The poet uses the device of comparison, contrast, simile, and repetition. And this is the poem. My mother at 66, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. I saw my mother beside me, doze open mouthed her face, accent like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she was old as he looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting, the merry children spilling out of their homes. But after the airport security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her when pale as a late winter's moon and felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fears. But all I said was, "See you soon, Amma." All I did was smile and smile and smile. What is there that I already have described? Aging is an important phase of human life. Person enters his childhood, experiences youth when he is full of energy and dreams to have luxury of life, and finally he approaches his old age and encounters death. Relationship between people becomes stronger at every aspect of life, and they can't bear the separation due to aging. So the theme, the summary, the proper titling of the poem has been discussed. Now I'll explain the poem because it is written in blank verse. Okay, because it is written in blank verse, this poem, it doesn't have any stanzaic pattern. So let me explain the poem. From here. So firstly, when the poet is on her way, when the poem starts, the poet is on her way to the Cochin airport with her old mother sitting beside her. She looks at her closely and presents before us her image. The poem starts with that negative thoughts. When the poet looks at her mother closely, presents before us her image. She compares her mother with a corpse. Here one similic expression is given to show comparison between her mother's face and a corpse. And she looks at her mother's pale and pallid face. She is struck with the horror and pain of losing her. The mother with the dozing face, open mouth, is compared to a corpse. Here the poet shows the typical love and affection which is present in a mother-daughter relation. So these are the introductory lines. We are getting introduced with the poet's mother, and poet's mother picture is definitely very painful. She was approaching to her deathbed, looks wise, ashen, pale in color, like a corpse. Next, the poet is pained and shifts her attention outside the car. So here the poet tried her best to shift her attention outside the car in order to drive out the negative feelings. She changes her sad mood. The scene outside the window is of growing life and energy. Here one scene has been given, created, that is beautiful. It's called imagery. The rapidly sprinting trees that image alongside the merrily playing children symbolize life, youth and vitality. This is called contrast also. One picture is given where that small childs who are coming from their home symbolizing youth, vitality. Another side, the poet recalls her mother and reminded of her own childhood when her mother had been young, whereas now she is encircled with the fear of losing her, and that has made her insecure. So the feeling of insecurity, the feeling of pain, sympathy, all are interwoven through this line. Next, she is at the airport to take a flight, and it indicates departure and separation, which creates melancholy. As she bids goodbye to her mother, the image of the old, worn out mother in the twilight of years strikes her again. Here again a simile is used to compare her mother with the late winter moons, whose light is obstacled by fog and mist. As she looks old now, her personality is affected by it. The poet is feeling the pain of separation, leaving her mother and going. Also, her childhood fear of losing her mother, which she feels that earlier was temporary but now could be forever, as she could die of old age, is haunting her. She is so pained that it is natural for her to cry, but keeping a brave front, she hides her tears and smiles. She bids farewell to her mother and keeping her hope of seeing her again alive, saying that see you soon, Amma. She hides her sorrow as she does not want to create a painful environment for her mother, and conveys her that she is enjoying her life. Similarly, her mother should also be happy and enjoy her life. So, as I discussed, as I said, that the poem concludes with the happy note, with that reconciliation, with a mode of returning, coming from that obscurity to meet with mother, and that bonding, that feeling, strong feeling of coming back and meeting again makes the poem universal. So this is the total poem. It's not about stanzaic lines which are given. It's all about a blank verse, open verse where the lines are inscribed. The poem is all about separation, aging, descriptions of a doleful condition of a mother, and the positive note, positivity to meet with the mothers. This is all about these poems' aptness. So I think whatever the theme part and explanation part I have discussed, it's clear. Now I'll discuss the figure of speeches. There are the few figure of speeches are there that to be discussed. Okay. Let's come to the poem part. See here. I saw my mother beside me, doors open mouth, her face ascend like that of a corpse. So here is a simile figure of speech, as you know, and explicit comparison is being made. One side's poet's mother has been compared with a corpse dead body. So this is simile in a figure of speech, poetic devices. Next, one contrasting image is given. Contrast it's called. One side that small childs, they are coming from their homes, their vitality, their energy, all are contrasted with deathly condition of the poet's mother. And after that, see here, I looked again at her when pale as a late winter's moon, felt that. So here again poet's mother's condition, pale condition, yellow conditions, has been compared with late winter's moon, the fading moon. And the very last line, that I smile and smile and smile, that is a greatest example of repetition. What is repetition? You know that repetition also is a figure of speech in which word is repetitive in a particular stanza in line. So the word, when it becomes repetitive, comes twice, thrice in a line or the consecutive lines, it's called repetition. See here, that's I did was smile and smile and smile. It is a repetitive mode of the poem where the poet wants to conclude the poem with a happy note, the positive note, that they would meet soon after that, even though the poet knew that it was not possible for her to meet with the mother because mother was in the deathly condition. She was not in good condition at all, but even though she was brave, hiding her pain, and she wants that they would meet again. So with that repetitive note, I did was smile and smile and smile, the poem concludes. So in a nutshell, if I would describe that the poem is about universal feeling, the bondage, the bonding between daughter and mother. Aging is a common and universal truth that can't be ignored, that is also given. Pain of separation, that I said, is very, very important in this poem according to the theme and structure. And lastly, that transition from sad mode to happy makes the poet, I would say, makes the poem what is universal. That's very, very important. So thank you, students. So this is the poem My Mother at 66. We'll see, and any questions you have, then we'll ask, we'll discuss the next video meeting. Thank you. Have a nice day.